All right, guys, this is a really cool study that I want to share with you guys, which really changes the way we think about some things. But first, as some of you know, yesterday I broke an American record in rowing, which I fully expected I was going to be able to do. But I had this goofy comment from a vegan instead of, hey, congratulations. No, it's, having muscle and being strong has nothing to do with being healthy, right? And so you can always count on these vegans for stupid statements. And in fact, just a cursory glance, even the basic simplest Google search, strength, longevity, returns literally hundreds of papers on this very topic. And, newsflash, being strong and having muscle is 100% correlated with greater health outcomes, whether it's longevity, resistance to cancer, diabetes, dementia, heart disease, on and on and on. So the vegans, make my job a lot easier. I'm trying to convince people to eat more meat, eat more protein, and that's things. And stupid vegans like this just show how ridiculous they are. I mean, don't listen to goofy vegans. Don't take financial advice from Jim Cramer, same sort of thing. Okay, and anyway, on to the study we want to talk about. So all of us have heard over and over again that we can only use 20, 25, 30 grams of protein at a time for muscle protein synthesis, and therefore we should eat a lot of small doses of protein throughout the day to sort of grow our muscles. All of us have been told that. There's been a number of studies, short-term studies that have shown that. Basically they're very brief studies looking at postprandial effects. Short-term postprandial effects are post-meal consumption of a protein amount, and showing that muscle protein synthesis seems to top off after about 30 grams or something like that. Some studies have a little different number, but it's roughly around 30 grams. Well, I've always said, well, it doesn't seem to make sense because I routinely throw down a 2-pound steak. That's 200 grams of protein. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's ever done that. I'm sure, early humans weren't walking around with little Tupperware containers with, 25 grams of boluses of protein and eating that every 3 to 4 hours. This wouldn't make sense. And so, the other thing is if all that protein that I was consuming, those 200 grams, were basically being wasted, two things would be happening. Either I'd become emaciatedly, skinny because, that's, if I'm only eating one meal a day, and I often do that, then I'm consuming none of that protein is getting to work. Or I would, if it's all being turned into glucose, which is what other people think, then I'd be enormously fat perhaps, right? Well, here's a new study that was just done. They looked at differences between 25-gram doses, zero protein, and a 100-gram dose. And guess what they found? Surprise, surprise. The 100-gram dose continued to lead to greater and greater muscle protein synthesis, greater and greater amino acid availability for as long as they measured it. They measured it up to 12 hours. They did muscle biopsies every 4 hours. And so it shows that a big bolus of meat, like a big old steak, you're going to continue to slowly digest it. Like I've been saying all along, we know that we literally slow down our digestion when we're consuming big protein boluses, and it remains available for longer and longer, and it's available for the muscles for longer and longer periods of time. We have that in animal studies. For instance, there are animals like alligators, crocodiles that will eat once a month sometimes. They'll just eat a big old animal and digest that for literally weeks and weeks at a time. Now we're not crocodiles, we're not animals, but it's conserved among the, this is a conserved ability within different animals, there are other human observational, studies where it shows that humans consuming two meals a day, 3 meals a day or less still put on plenty of muscle. So again, this confirms scientifically what many of us have said all along here, that you do not need to break your protein up into these small boluses throughout the day. You can just sit down and have a big old honking man-sized steak and be done with it. And that maybe that's all you eat for the day, perhaps, if you eat big enough, if you eat a my-sized steak, where I'll put down, I can put down 3 or 4 pounds in one sitting. Anyway, guys, I thought that would be an interesting study for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Does it make sense to you? Again, more studies will have to be done to confirm this. There are some, there's an adaptation phase. Again, this was done, some of the caveats there, they were done in young, healthy people that were exercising, right? I think that probably holds up for old, healthy people that are exercising as well. One of the things here, if you want to build muscle, and we know it's absolutely imperative you have to put in the work. You just can't sit there and eat and expect to turn into muscle. That's not going to happen, or at least not a decent amount of muscle. Right, guys? All right, I know some of you guys will ask me where I get this shirt. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get this shirt. Mark Bell made some in a limited capacity. I don't know if he sells them. I don't think he does. I don't know if he makes any more of these. Cool shirt, though. Little Jack Cow. Anyway, I am going to go eat some steak and celebrate my new American record. And, oh, there's some other good news I wanted to mention. I got some really good news on the research front. So more to tell you guys. So it looks like we're going to get some more of these carnivore studies that are going to be done. And, we're going to advance the science. I know there's people out there predicting that 2024, the carnivore diet is going to go away and everybody's going to go paleo. My prediction is we're going to get a lot more research done and it's going to be used as a therapeutic tool for a lot more people. That's my prediction. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Take care.